Yo, what's up, guys? So today I want to talk about what I would consider a winning mindset for powerlifting. So my powerlifting training for the past couple weeks has honestly been the best it's ever been. The most balanced, the most consistent, feeling really strong, not overtraining, and trying to balance the bench press, squat, and deadlift all together. And training has been going really well. But I want to talk about what I feel like is, one of the best mindsets to have when it comes to powerlifting. And that is, if you're at the bottom of a staircase and you're trying to get to the top, you can't take one jump and try to get from the bottom to the top. You'll make it 3 or 4 steps and then you'll probably fall on your ass. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? You have to take it one step at a time. You have to be patient. You have to be methodical. You have to be smart. You have to be gradual. You just have to keep chipping away at it and keep getting a little bit stronger day by day, week by week, month by month. Rome wasn't built in a day. It didn't take me 1 year to get to a 495 for 12 deadlift. You know what I mean? Like years ago, 495 for 1 was my max, and we just slowly built up. So again, you just have to take it one step at a time. Like I was saying, you can't climb a staircase in one jump. You're going to fall on your ass. You got to take it one step at a time, and you can't cheat yourself out of the actual hard work and reps it takes to build a serious, true amount of strength. You have to take it one step at a time. So one of my favorite ways to train that I know a lot of people don't like, because people like that, 5 sets of 3, 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 10 BS, which in my opinion is kind of BS. But my favorite way to train, I'm not saying I'm objectively right, but the way I like to do it, I like to focus on one top set, an AMRAP, which means as many reps as possible, usually in a relatively high rep range, and just really go all out on that set. What I like about it is because you can gauge your progress from week to week, because again, if you do multiple sets where you're not training to failure on any of them, how do you know what your actual limit is? But if you take one set as an AMRAP and train it as many reps as possible, you know what your strength level is at, and you can progress upon that. And you can enter it into a 1 rep max calculator and see your estimated 1 rep max improving week to week, month to month. Now, guys, I really do feel like AMRAPs is one of the best ways to train. Let's take a lifter like Shane Hunt. I believe when he was like 16 or 17, his max deadlift was 635, which is very freaking good, obviously, for anyone at any age. But to be lifting that much at that weight just shows the extreme genetic potential. But then, years later, when he's in his 20s or whatever, I don't know how old he is, he's lifting 765 for 13 fucking reps. 765 for 13. So it's like doing those AMRAPs, and his max is like 957 is his best ever. And then, Pete Rubish is another example. Like back in the day, if you look at some of his older deadlift videos on his YouTube channel, he was repping like 535 for 11, when his max was like in the high 600s, and then like 575 for 15 when his max is 750-ish. So it's like you see the AMRAPs get stronger and the max gets stronger. It's just gradual improvement. And I feel like that's one of the best ways to train. But again, you can't expect to add 40 pounds to your 10 rep max in one session. You'd be lucky to get 5 or 10 pounds added to your AMRAP 10 rep max in one session. But if you do that, that's fucking good. And chances are you'll get stronger and your max will get stronger. So what I'm saying is, guys, you can't go from a 500 to a 600 pound deadlift in 1 week, or most likely not even 1 month. You have to take the legitimate proper steps to get there. And it's like climbing a staircase. You take one step at a time. You can't take 10 steps in one jump or 20 steps in one jump. You can't cheat the steps to reach big numbers in powerlifting, to reach a big squat, a big bench, a big deadlift. You have to put in the reps. You have to put in the work. You have to gradually get stronger, and you have to just get there 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time. So yeah, my training's been going fantastic. Just hit a 495 for 12 deadlift today, which I'm very freaking happy with. Honestly, my best ever is 15 with 495, believe it or not. You guys might not know that. I've done 495 15 conventional once. But the thing is, the form was so much worse on the 495 for 15. There's also a lot more space between every rep in terms of time. So I'm much happier with a 495 for 12 at a fast pace and better form than 495 for 15, which took like 3 minutes to complete the set. That I'm just going off on a tangent here. But yeah, 495 for 12, close to my strongest ever. Bench press, 205 for 16, close to my strongest ever. My best is 205 for 20. And squat, 295 15, pretty good. We got some room to build, but I haven't been squatting in a month or two after that awful ankle injury. So some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I just want to talk about training. You just got to take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And I feel like AMRAPs, progressively getting stronger, is one of the best ways to freaking train, guys. So give it a shot. Don't be afraid to train high reps. Don't be afraid to take a set, 10, 15, even 20 reps with moderate weight. And yeah, just